This is the Cholo News Report for Thursday 04 October 2018. The Saputan volcano on Sulawesi erupts, sending ash columns 4 kilometers. Time was running out on Wednesday for anyone trapped in the rubble of a devastating earthquake and tsunami in Indonesia, 5 days after disaster struck, while increasingly angry survivors waited for an aid operation to move into high gear. But officials fear the toll could soar, as most of the confirmed dead have come from Palu, a small city, 1,500 kilometers northeast of Jakarta, and losses in remote areas largely cut off since Friday have yet to be determined. Indonesian President Joko Widodo made a second visit to earthquake-devastated Sulawesi Island on Wednesday, saying efforts to help survivors were gearing up, and he was keen to see economic activity resume. The International Court of Justice orders the U.S. to lift sanctions against Iran related to the import of humanitarian goods and civil aviation safety. The United States Secretary of State, Mike Pompeo, reacted by announcing the United States was terminating the treaty, which the United States signed with Tehran 2 years after orchestrating a coup to topple the elected Prime Minister, Mohammad Mossadegh. In bringing the case to the ICJ, Iran also argued that the United States had violated the terms of the nuclear accord, endorsed by a UN Security Council resolution, by unilaterally pulling itself out of that agreement. The ICJ, ruling from The Hague, said in a preliminary decision that the US must remove, by means of its choosing, any impediments arising from sanctions that affect exports to Iran of medicine, medical devices, food, agricultural commodities and equipment necessary to ensure the safety of civil aviation. In his press conference, Pompeo said Iran's case was meritless, and accused the country of attempting to interfere with the sovereign rights of the United States, to take lawful actions necessary to protect our national security, and abusing the ICJ for political and propaganda purposes. 5 police officers are shot, one fatally, by a gunman in Florence, South Carolina. They thought it was a random search warrant, Florence County Sheriff Kenny Boone said. The deceased officer was identified as Terrence Caraway, City of Florence spokesman John Wukler said. He had recently received a pin commemorating 30 years of public service, Wukler said.